Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to the next installment of how I alter my composition books to do my Fauxbonichi. I do want to mention that if you want so much inspiration about the Fauxbonichi and how to go about doing it, and a plethora of ideas and talent and whatnot, please go over to the Facebook group Fauxbonichi Journalers. I'll link it below. It's a wonderful group, and yeah, check it out because there are a lot of ideas on there, a lot of people sharing their pages, so much inspiration. There's a file section that answers just about every question you could ever ask about the Fauxbonichi. So without further ado, let's get started. Yesterday I showed you how I did my cover, the outside cover and then the inside covers. Now this morning I went ahead and did the inside cover here. I just put a cute little meme on it that I found online and printed it out and put it on. Here's a little tidbit why it is askew. Because even though I say that I don't like things like perfect and all that kind of stuff, yeah, I do have an issue with straight lines sometimes. So in order to not freak out about that, I just put things askew in the book so that I don't have to worry about it. So there's that. Here I just put a little July piece and I outlined it in a Posca marker, which is this one here. Posca, I hope you can see that. It is PC3M. I have them in a variety of sizes. I love to use them. Now, I also put in my pocket, which I simply just glued on the two sides, okay? Folded this down, put a little bit of embellishment on there. And then what I keep in the pocket are some of the things that I use on a daily basis, and also the copies of some of the prompts and lists and things like that that you'll find on the Fauxbonichi group. So I keep all of that in here because I do travel, and I like to have all my stuff with me when I go. What I do for these is these are, get it together, Elizabeth. These are address labels. I do not have a PDF. I'm sorry. I don't have a way of sending these to you if you're interested. I just go on Google. I look up, Bible verses, or sometimes I put I am statements. Sometimes I put just favorite quotes. It all depends on what I'm feeling. For this month, I'm going to use Bible verses. I just simply copy and paste them, make my own labels, print them out, and stick them in here. So that's how I do that. And I'll just show you a brief example. See, like in here, this was back in August. These were just quotes from George Eliot, from Thoreau. So I have some that are quotes. Those are quotes. Those are quotes up here. Let's see, one of these months I did, like on this page here, I have I am statements. So I did that. There are a lot of different ideas you can use for that. And those go on the header, which I'll talk about next. So when you open the book, I've done just one page for you because I don't want this video to be forever long. What I do first before doing the headers is I take my washi tapes in any kind that I have. I have 2 drawers full of washi tape that I choose from, and I just pick willy-nilly. I don't care what color it is. Some people like to color code them and have like the whole month in all pinks. Some, they do whatever they want to do. That's the great thing about the Fauxbonichi, is it's done your way. There's no right way, there's no wrong way. You just do it your way. So I go through the entire month and I washi tape all the sides. I prepare this ahead of time, okay? Then what I do is I take my ruler, because I can hardly draw a straight line with a ruler, and then I do my headers. And typically on my headers I have the number of the day. Like this is the 1st of July. I hope this is on here. Okay. The 1st of July. Then I write out the month, and then I write the day, because I like to know, I like to know, oh, well, when did this happen? Oh, it happened on a Monday, or whatever the case is. Right here is where I put my labels. Okay, so, and I do kind of like, eyeball it out. I just stick this here and eyeball it, and then make my lines to make sure that I have enough room to put my sticker up there. And then this box here is where I put my weather, okay? So what I do is I use these margin lines right here and this margin line here as a guide for my number and my weather box. And then I use this space in between here to put my label and the month. People do it in a variety of ways. Some people use their sticker stash. Some people prefer to stamp it out. Again, some people have, stamps for the months of the year. I don't have any of that stuff. I have letter stamps, but I just don't feel like taking the time because I'm lazy. So I just write it out. So that's how I do my headers. Okay. Like for instance, on here, I have, the number, the month, the day, my quote, and then my weather. Okay. And that's how I do it on each of the pages. And I do go through the entire book, or at least the first part of the book, to get the month prepared ahead of time, so I don't have to worry about it. So that is how I go about the next step in the process of working on my book. And that's probably what I'm going to be doing today, is finally finishing up my July and getting it all prepared. I do pre-date. I get all of this set up before I even start. Some people don't prefer to predate their pages because they might fall behind or they might not get to it that day. I predate my pages because it's an incentive for me to make sure that I have something on the page for every day. Now, last year when I did it, I think I ended up with 3 blank pages. But, and then in some of the books, let me see if I can find one here. See? In this book, or on this particular day, it was a lazy day. So I just wrote in big letters to fill up the page, lazy day. Sometimes I write a lot, sometimes I don't. It just all varies, on the day. I have other ones in here, maybe not this book, but sorry for whispering or talking to myself. Oh, look at that one. I don't even know, okay? Because I had no idea what happened this day. And so I just simply write, I don't even know, okay? Sometimes I go a little more, is this how, okay. Sometimes I go a little more in depth and I practice my hand lettering, or I, color a pretty picture, or whatever the case is. So I do various things on various days. It all depends on what's going on. Let me see. What else was I going to tell you? Yeah, I think that's it for this installment. Because I didn't want it to go on forever, but I did want to share with you the next step. So the next step would be to washi all the sides and to do my headlines throughout the book. The materials that I use, of course, are, let me see if I can get this out, are washi tape. Okay, I have 2 drawers of these. And so I use washi tape, and I use a Sharpie marker. Whoops, that's not the right cap. I use a Sharpie marker to do my headlines. It does not bleed through. Oh, that one doesn't fit on there either. Oh, there it goes. Okay. This is the ultra fine point. So that's what I use to do all of my headlines this way. Okay. Hopefully I'm going to come back and show you some other things, that I do when I get back from vacation. I'm going out of town soon, and so I'm not going to have time to, show you how I go about doing certain pages. So, yeah. So that's it. That's it for this installment. So we have, the pocket, which is, a great thing to have. I like having a pocket to put all my stuff in. Sometimes I end up sticking, clip art in there. I end up sticking stickers in there or cards in there or whatever that I might be using. I don't put everything in here. I have a travel bag or I have my junk on my desk. So, but I do keep the prompts in here. And yeah, I think that's it for this installment. I've said that 3 times now. So I hope you all are having a great week. And I just want to thank you again for the overwhelming response to these videos. Who knew, But I'm glad you're enjoying them. And I'm glad that you've been inspired. And I'm glad that you enjoy my tips and watching how I do things. And I hope you'll try it for yourself because it really is fun. Journaling this way, it's really a lot of fun. And go and check out the Fauxbonichi Journalers group because it's a wonderful group. You'll get some great ideas off of there as well. And the other thing you can do as well is go on YouTube and just type in Fauxbonichi or Fauxbonichi flip through, and you will come up with a plethora of channels that share their Fauxbonichis and their Fauxbonichi flips. Okay, so again, have a wonderful rest of your week. Have a wonderful 4th of July. Have a safe 4th of July, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks.